As an executive coach, I've witnessed the transformative power of coaching and the profound impact it can have on a leader's personal and professional life. Achieving positive results through coaching is a significant milestone, but it is not the final destination. It is simply a launchpad for continuous growth and development. In fact, the conclusion of a coaching engagement often leaves leaders with a bit of a mixed bag of emotions. You've got pride in the accomplishments, some excitement for the future, but mixed in there's perhaps a sense of uncertainty about maintaining momentum without the coach's guidance. Now, this uncertainty is perfectly natural. In fact, I would be a little concerned if you didn't have it. The coach has been a partner for you in this entire journey, providing insights, challenging your assumptions, and ultimately holding you accountable for what you say you were going to do. As a step forward on your own, you might wonder, can I actually sustain the changes that I've made? What am I going to do without my coach by my side? How do I keep this train moving? And I want to assure you, these are valid concerns, but they also represent an opportunity. And that opportunity is to demonstrate self-reliance and resilience, which are the hallmarks of great leadership. So this is truly an opportunity. Now, the steps I've outlined for leaders to take after their coaching engagement is designed to bridge that gap, to ensure that the progress that was made is not only maintained, but it's actually built upon. The goal is that when the coach goes, you don't sustain, you thrive. And that's what this is all about. Now, these steps are not just actions, but they're principles that fully embody stakeholder-centered coaching. They are the embedding of discipline and continuous improvement into your leadership DNA, your ethos, your way of being. By engaging stakeholders in a cycle of feedback and feed forward, measuring progress through mini-surveys, and maintaining open lines of communication, leaders can create self-sustaining ecosystems of growth. Celebrating successes and setting new goals keeps the journey fresh and exciting, while teaching others reinforces your own learning and contributes to a culture of continuous development. The growth mindset that has been cultivated during the coaching process must now become ingrained. It needs to become a permanent fixture of your leadership approach. So it's about recognizing that leadership is not static. It's not a static state of being. It's a dynamic and continuously changing process. And it's one that requires ongoing effort, reflection, and adaptation. These steps are your roadmap for post-coaching success. They are the means by which you can fully realize your potential as a leader, not just within the confines of your organization, but in all aspects of your life, whether that's family, whether that's community, whether that's your neighborhood or any other communities to which you belong. By embracing these principles, you can turn the uncertainty of what comes after coaching into confidence in your ability to lead, grow, and inspire. So with that, let's jump right into the 10 steps to sustain growth after coaching. The first thing to do is to sustain the follow-up process. This follow-up process is the backbone of sustained improvement. To maintain momentum, regularly engage with your stakeholders. I recommend scheduling monthly check-ins to solicit their ideas for future growth. Now, while many leaders might ask, hey, how have I done in the past month? Instead of focusing on the past, look to the future. Ask questions about things you can actually control. For example, you can say, what can I do to be better in the next month? This forward-thinking approach keeps the focus on continuous improvement. Document these interactions and set reminders for the next follow-up. This discipline not only demonstrates your commitment to growth, but it also reinforces the behaviors that you want to embed in your leadership style. Consistency is key. Make follow-up a non-negotiable part of your routine. The second imperative is so important, but I do have tragic news before I tell you what it is. Most of you are going to hear this and you're going to say, oh, Brandon, obviously I'm going to do that. But the tragic piece is that only 5% of you actually will. Are you part of that 5%? Let me know in the comments below. You have got to measure your progress, measure your results. Continue to measure results. Regularly measuring your progress is essential for sustained growth. I ensure all my clients launch a mini survey within 6 months of completing the engagement. One of two things is going to have happened. Either the habits have stuck, and now we focus on cascading them downward through the organization. Or the opposite is true. The habits need more work, and we discuss how to build their environment to make sustaining these habits a natural part of their daily routine, and then we support minimally at most with coaching. Remember, what gets measured gets improved. And if the results of self-development aren't as positive as they were with the coaching, it does not mean that we need more coaching. It does not mean that more coaching is the answer, because the problem isn't knowing what to do, it's doing what you know must be done. It's filling that knowing and doing gap. So you don't need more coaching, what you need is accountability. Use frequent measurement points for this accountability and share the results with your team to maximize the impact. The third way to sustain success is to pay close attention to maintaining open communications with your stakeholders. Effective leadership thrives on open communication. Keep the dialogue with your stakeholders ongoing and transparent. Encourage them to share their observations and their suggestions freely and without reproach. Create a safe space where they feel comfortable providing honest feedback. Encourage it by asking regular questions such as, how can I support you better? Or what can I do differently to enhance our collaboration? This openness not only builds trust, but also provides you with regular and valuable insights to refine your leadership approach. Regularly update your stakeholders on your progress and show appreciation for their input. This continuous loop of communication is vital for sustained improvement. The fourth recommendation is to celebrate success. Acknowledging and celebrating successes are crucial for maintaining motivation. When you achieve a milestone or make noticeable progress, take the time to celebrate. Share these successes with your stakeholders and thank them for their contributions. Now, celebrations don't need to be complex. They can be simple, such as a team shout out or a thank you note or some small gathering with a team. Recognizing these achievements reinforces positive behaviors and it motivates the continued effort. It also builds a positive and encouraging atmosphere, both for you and for your stakeholders, which fosters a culture of continuous improvement. Fifth, take the time to set new goals where appropriate. As you achieve your initial goals, it's important to set new ones to ensure ongoing development. Use feedback from your stakeholders to identify new areas for improvement. Set SMART goals: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. For example, let's say that you've improved your listening skills. You may want to set a new goal to enhance your delegation abilities. Regularly review and adjust these goals as needed. This will keep your growth trajectory aligned with the evolving challenges and opportunities presented to you, thus ensuring that the journey of improvement never stagnates. Now, I understand as a leader, it can be difficult to set goals alone or to go out and collect and interpret feedback to know even which goals are honorable to pursue. I encourage you to reach out to a coach for support, either with this or just to learn how to self-guide the process. You can get targeted instructions by joining our free training program at mgscc.net/free training program. The sixth item on our list is to self-reflect. Self-reflection is a powerful tool for continuous personal development. I'd recommend scheduling regular times for self-reflection, ideally weekly or monthly if you need more time. Reflect on your recent actions, on your decisions, and how they've impacted others. You could ask yourself questions like, what did I set out to do? What actually happened? What went well? What was difficult? What did I learn from the process? And what do I want to do differently moving forward? Keep a journal to document your reflections and track your progress over time. This practice will help you to increase your self-awareness and provide deeper understanding of your leadership behaviors and their effects. It also helps you identify patterns and areas for further improvement. The seventh action to take is to start teaching others. Sharing the principles of stakeholder-centered coaching with others not only benefits them, but it also reinforces your own understanding and practice of it. Offer to mentor junior leaders or possibly to conduct a workshop within your organization. I'd recommend explaining the concepts of feedback, of feed forward, and stakeholder engagement itself. Use your own experiences and successes as a case study. Teaching these principles will help to solidify them in your own practice, and it creates a culture of continuous improvement within your organization. Additionally, one benefit that my clients point out even years after the engagement is that they have become somewhat of a thought leader on leadership and coaching in their own organization. That's to say, internally, when they're looking for great leaders or great coaches, they look to these particular leaders who have taught this in workshops or who have mentored others before. By simply sharing what you know and what you've learned with others will help you refine your knowledge, will help others to enhance their own, and it will position you as a subject matter expert on leadership. The 8th action to take to sustain success after coaching is to stay proactive. Being proactive is essential for sustained leadership growth. Anticipate challenges and address them before they even escalate. Regularly review your goals and the strategies you have to overcome potential obstacles. Engage with your stakeholders to foresee upcoming changes and prepare for them. For example, if you anticipate, let's say, a busy quarter, plan how you will maintain your follow-up and feedback routines despite the increased workload pressures. Proactivity shows foresight and adaptability, qualities that are essential for effective leadership. It also helps you to stay ahead of the curve and continuously improve. The 9th suggestion is to leverage peer support. Networking with peers who have undergone similar processes provides valuable support and fresh perspectives. Join professional groups or forums where you can share experiences and learn from others. Schedule regular meetings or informal catch-ups with these peers. I'd recommend discussing the challenges you're having, the successes you're experiencing, and whatever you're learning along the way. Peer learning is a powerful tool because it allows you to see how others are applying similar principles in different contexts. This exchange of ideas can spark new strategies and provide engagement. Building a network of supportive peers ensures that you have a robust support system for your ongoing development. The 10th and final way to sustain success is to maintain your growth mindset. A growth mindset is fundamental to continuous improvement. Embrace the belief that your abilities and your intelligence can be developed with effort, learning, and persistence. View challenges as opportunities to grow rather than as threats or inconveniences. When you're receiving feedback, focus on how it will help you improve rather than taking it personally or being offended by it. Encourage this mindset within your team. You can do this by promoting a culture where mistakes are seen as learning opportunities. Continuously seeking out new learning experiences, whether that's through books or courses or just interacting with others. This mindset will keep you motivated and resilient in your leadership journey. As we draw to a close on the topic of sustaining success after coaching, it's important to recognize that the end of a formal coaching engagement is not an end to growth. Rather, it's a pivotal transition to self-reliance and continued development. The discipline, the insights, and the habits that you've cultivated, they're now yours, and you get to own them and build upon them. It's a time to reflect on the progress made, to appreciate the stakeholders who have been part of your journey, and to look forward with a clear vision for your ongoing improvement. Embrace the lessons learned, and remember, leadership is a muscle that requires consistent exercise to remain strong and effective. Just as we combat sarcopenia with physical training, we must combat leadership atrophy with regular feedback, feed-forward, and self-assessments or self-reflection. Your commitment to this process will not only maintain the gains you've achieved, but will also propel you to new heights of effectiveness and fulfillment. Celebrate your achievements, plan your transitions with intention, and step into the future with confidence. The tools, the strategies you've learned, they're now integral to your leadership approach. Keep lifting your leadership weights, and you will continue to grow, inspire, and lead with distinction. The journey of leadership never truly ends. It evolves, and so must you. These are just some of the high-impact techniques you'll learn about in our award-winning coach training program. To learn more about our free training programs, visit mgscc.net/free training program, or visit mgscc.net/certification for our certification programs. So, what did you think of today's tips? And what else do you want us to teach? Share your answers in the comments below. This has been Stakeholder Centered Coaching, where we believe everyone deserves a stakeholder-centered leader.